You still don't trust me. After all we've been through. Remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid, prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since, at no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader, but I did not shy away from showing you vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me. This is a risk we cannot take. Your hubris drives you even now. You failed before. I cannot trust that you will not fail again. You must trust me. Hand me the stones. I told you we had one solution. You rejected it. I told you I sought only one thing. Freedom. You have denied me this. You have exhausted our alliance, and in so doing, you have ruined us all. I did everything I could to avoid this, but it seems you have whittled my options down to a single one. In order to survive, I must now join the Netherbrain.
And as long as Orpheus is chained, he can't help us.
We all are. At the end of everything, the final stand. It seems the aspiring heroes of Baldur's Gate have backed themselves into a rather uncomfortable corner. Listen. Tune your minds beyond the frequency of the prism's psychic collapse, and you can hear the sonorous metronomic tick before the final talk. The world's clock is winding down. The grand finale has arrived, my friends, and thanks to you, I have a ringside seat. I would love to, but you've already made quite a mockery of yourself. I have been more than generous in my dealings with you, and if you'd only listened, the brain would be dead, and you'd be sampling the contents of my wine cellar, even now. We could have been allies, partners, friends. But that's all done with. Now I dictate the terms, and you agree to them, master and vassal. I provide the Orphic hammer with which you can free Prince Orpheus. And when the brain is defeated, you seize the crown and give it to me. Refuse, and I'll take your souls instead. You don't need to like it. you're doing the right thing. Free Orpheus and follow his lead. Then give that nether brain hell. I'll come to collect the crown when you've triumphed.
Assume nothing. Looking ahead.
The gate is gone. Our mission is set. Raphael saw to that. Smash the crystals with the hammer and free the Prince of the Comet. Gith's beloved son will lead us to a sure victory against the Nether Brain.
I hope you're here to discuss that contract you just signed. Agreeing to give away our greatest hope of salvation wasn't the wisest of moves. I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. We already know the potential that crown possesses. We read it, written in Carsus's own hand. Thought you understood that. It seems I was mistaken. You'd rather put such power in the hands of a devil than in me, your trusted companion. Well, that companionship might prove a rather fleeting one.
Blacket's will be done.
Takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of illithid. You stole an unborn hatchling from my people. And you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet, Gith's true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers. To surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. Any worthy individual destined to become Geik would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. In this, we are aligned. I am obliged to overlook your transgressions. We will destroy the Netherbrain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones. Consider, yes, but know that the answer is already foretold. This is the only way to stop the grand design. Whatever prevents you from doing what is necessary, face it, overcome it. Return to me when you are ready to transform. Quickly now. Even here, we do not have infinite time.
Barely woken from his slumber, and already the Prince of the Githyanki demands one of us surrender our souls in service of him. No doubt in the context of eons of torture, it seems a small ask. But of course, he does not realize what else we might have to offer. I know we've been through this before, but our situation has changed since then. Not for the better. I think it's time we reconsider the orb. With its power, I could put an end to this whole thing. Crown, Netherbrain, Absolute. Everything. He is the prince of a people who have spent eons nursing a hatred of the very creature nestled in our skulls. Save him, and who's to say he wouldn't run us through at the first opportunity? Do not mistake me, I want to live. But I've been careless enough with my life in the past. I can hardly stand by and watch you sacrifice yours. Once I'm in position, I'll ensure you are removed to a safe vantage point to watch the fireworks. You need not die alongside me, nor surrender your soul in becoming an Illithid. entirely. Please, at least consider my offer. Regardless, my offer stands. Should you change your mind, I will not let you down.
You test my patience. There's only one intelligent choice. Make it. I trust you have weighed your options and reached the only honorable conclusion. Are you ready to transform? It seems I misjudged you. You are capable of sacrifice. The Netherbrain wants nothing more than to see all infected become Geik. My defenses keep the voice of the Absolute out. But just as I can raise them, so I can lower them. I will allow the voice of the Absolute in. Once it reaches you, it will order you to transform. It will only take a moment. And once you are a Mind Flayer, I will fold you under my protection once more. You will be the savior of empires. Not least, my own.
With the withdrawal of Orpheus's power, your mind is rushed with the full force of the Netherbrain. You feel a compulsion unlike anything you've ever known. Excruciating and exhilarating in equal measure. You wish nothing in the world but to evolve. Then, complete silence, as you are once again closed off from the Netherbrain's mind.
My people will remember you. The rebel Illithid who stood beside their reborn prince and ended the grand design. Let us return now to the city and follow the path of the Netherbrain.
Hells! That looked rather painful.
Come. It's time for us to meet our fates and end this Illithid nightmare. A post-sacrifice. Gifts blessings upon you. Rest still.
Of the comet has come! Shabbat Orpheus! Shabbat Orpheus! Shabbat Orpheus!
Vos, my most loyal friend. How good to set eyes on you.
You honor me. Your radiance. A geik keeps you company. Unusual.
An Illithid in guise. An old ally in truth. She took this form so I might end the grand design.
Skva! Can it be? Thanks to you, the skies above Tunarath shall tremble with psalms. Orpheus will take the truth to the people. We will slay the Lich Queen. Our chains will be cleaved.
Mighty Foss, your words lift me. Vlaakith will splinter like glass and vanish like smoke. Shavar, Orpheus!
My sword is yours. We will exterminate the brain and end its plague.
This champion holds the key to its defeat. Stand by for orders, Voss. Answer to her as you would answer to me.
As you wish, Prince Orpheus.
Forward! The Netherbrain falls this day. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies!
Eager for battle.
Things have stayed interesting.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist eyes you with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it travelleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist's suspicion softens to curiosity, his hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, Mind Flayer, and I'm not alone.
Never thought I'd be fighting alongside a Mind Flayer, but I'll fight with you, with magic.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the fray.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me. And from me to you. No matter what form you take.
Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us. And not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead. What will a mind flayer say that could encourage them on the threshold of battle? Uncertainty ripples through them. That a mind flayer could appeal to freedom is a confusing notion.
To our freedom! We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
Above the city now, far away from any innocence. I can end this now. Stop the Absolute and spare the city. The stage is set for my final act. The Mistra's bidding and the redemption that lies... They brought me right where I need to be. I have no right to ask more of you. It's time I spirited you to safety. This is a fate I must face alone. I'm sure such an outcome is possible, but why risk it? If we ascend there and try to fight the good fight, well, there are no guarantees. But this way, we'll know the matter is done, and we'll know exactly what it shall cost. Me. And me alone. It's now or never. always another way, yes. But not necessarily a better way. Please. For too long, I've lived in fear of taking a host of innocents with me when I expired. Now at least I can be assured my demise will be saving them instead. If you're mistaken, this could be the end of everything. We'll be failing right at the last hurdle. But I only made it this far thanks to you. Who am I to question such sterling guidance now? Mistra won't be pleased. But perhaps trying to please the gods is a fool's errand. Lead on, then. Shall stay my hand as long as I can. But if the tide of battle turns against us, remember I have the means to bring a swift end to this.
It is the crown of Karsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
The Netherstones might prove more effective if we use them now.
And so do they.
This is my time. I know just what to do.
To glory or glorious death!
Impossible! Pain! Fear! Terror! Reconsider! Assess! Implore! Surrender! Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute. Master, I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Take a moment. Savor our victory. Long may the coast winds carry our names. My powers, they're draining. Just like Mizora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
And I'm still standing in the sun. This is incredible. Maybe whatever changed in me was permanent.
And the worm squirms no more. Bull need not worry that his seat on my skull will grow suddenly stickier with Mind Flayer juice. Forgive me, Sk. It has been said that his mouth sometimes frolics in fields far ahead of his mind. As does Minsk. We are both misshapen in our own ways, but Boo loves us still.
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane. With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you, the Illithid who defied a Netherbrain. As you wish, my savior. My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
It will be done. I will never be free while my people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains. Your will is strong, Rastil. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. Orpheus, I am ready.
Julas! Juthas! Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. You are a mind flayer, the very thing you sought to eradicate. Whatever self you possess is quickly ebbing away. Your friends and enemies alike are ripe for manipulation. And if not manipulation, then consumption. Soon you will not be able to trust yourself at all. You will be a monstrosity beyond redemption. Or not. Perhaps you are unique among illithid kind. Perhaps you will retain enough of who you are to resist your nature. A rogue mind flayer. Like the Emperor, the risk is certainly yours to take. Will you? You have thwarted the illithid grand design. You have defeated 3 chosen and a nether brain. You are miraculous. And you have earned the right to live. Your fate will be what you make of it. Now you are your own master. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Geontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free. And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, I'm growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
Now you're talking. After all that, I think I'll need a drink in each hand and a third on the table. But I think right of choosing should fall to you. What'll it be?
The Underdark? Now that's a thought. Just not to the drow. They don't treat pretty boys too kindly. Or any boys at all, really.
There was always going to be a moment when your sacrifice caught up with you. A threshold beyond which you would have to venture alone. This is that moment. You are a mind flayer after all. You will have the rest of your long years ahead to understand what that means. Meanwhile, your allies have rather inferior plans of their own.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was It was nice when it lasted. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion will keep to the dark now, I wager. At least, he'll find plenty to feast on.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do? So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with people who love you. Azariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
All right. All right. We have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
Thank the gods you've seen sense. Come, to Avernus we go. Our next adventure awaits.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel, felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.